couldn't. But that said, we're going to get into game number 2, which is going to be on Arena. Spawning down here in the bottom left, up 1-0 here in this best of 5. Our orange Zerg player from CT6, this is BeoMulf.
And spawning in the top position, in the blue, representing Team Guns and Roaches, down 1 game in this best of 5, it is Cruel.
Well, early gas from both players.
Yeah.
Arena, yeah. That's all I can say about that. This map.
It's gonna be a good ZVZ here.
This is pretty well a mirror of mirrors right now. There's no difference in either player's build. There's a little bit of different timing of when he's got these things out, and I guess Beo going for the extra drone is thus far the only real difference.
Yeah, and both, they're just mirrored. Both player Cruel's Overlord is faster, which means he'll be able to get faster production of things, I guess.
It doesn't really matter if you don't have a pool finished anyway, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess the only question is when they're going to pull out of gas. I mean, Bale has already pulled 1 drone out of gas, so he has that. He has speed on the way. Cruel is staying in gas, however, so you gotta assume he's going to go directly into Banelings as soon as he gets up to 50 gas and some minerals.
Yeah, especially once he knows that BeoMulf is also going for this speedling play, then Banelings will be the logical choice if he does put down.
Yeah, Banelings there for Cruel. Here we go, Banelings from Beo as well, just a little bit behind, but still, it's such a small difference. And nice little positioning play by Cruel here, spreading out his lings just across that really narrow choke, that's another thing about this map, is if you go for these early ling plays like this, you got these spots where if your opponent can keep you in that spot, they can really zone you out with a lot fewer banning. So maybe that's what Bale had in mind. I mean, he's already got a hatchery down, so he feels at least decently enough safe to go for this hatchery. Bale's Overlord isn't quite in position to see the fact there isn't a natural of his own of Cruel's, but all those bannings had to get canceled there, so already a small victory here for Bale.
Yeah, unfortunate for Cruel there. He is morphing them in on the top of the ramp now, trying to bait Beo into him, but Beo is above all that nonsense and is going to back off.
Oh, okay. Just waiting for the disaster. That choke is insane. I have this map vetoed. I'd never play on it as much as possible. So dealing this, oh Jesus, in ZVZ, in ZVZ cannot be any bit of fun, and already having to deal with, oh god. These almost hits are just so frightening right now. Hatchery does get canceled. There's a couple bans in here for Cruel, but Banelings aren't actually finished. They're just now morphing, and actually Cruel's going to go directly for the drones. 5 drones go down there. And now the lings are on top of everything. The Banes, at least one Bane should finish up here for, some of the Banes are finishing up here for Bale, so he's got that at least, but his Queens are going to survive for the time being. There's still 1 Bane left. Actually, the Queen's going to go down. Queen. You got betrayed by your own Baneling. Baneling didn't want to waste itself on a couple of lings, and so it delayed, but he lost his Queen for it.
Yeah, just unfortunate for that Queen. And now Beo's tried to come across the map, but Cruel's doing a nice job of holding this choke, and we'll put an end to that. And from here, if you're BeoMulf, if you're down 11 supply, like, what do you do?
Yeah, he's got to try to find a way to squeeze some drones in somewhere, but that's a nice little thing where you get 1 banning for a couple of lings. That's not the worst of things, but Bale, he's morphing in these banelings right in front of basically the front lines here. Cruel's going to try and roll in. Is he going to just wait for these to pop and then and then he's going to do that and waste it completely. But so now Cruel's going to have to micro a little bit, but nicely done there by Cruel. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to get this last baneling as well with 1 more ling. Oh Jesus. Well, that's a nice little hit there for Bale. I mean, things like that, if they happen over and over, that makes a really big difference, especially considering Cruel doesn't have any banelings right now.
Yeah, and he didn't have anything in production for a little bit there, getting up to around 500 minerals. But he does now have drones, lings, and a few more banelings coming in here.
Beo's still sitting on 6 workers right now. He hasn't made any more drones. I mean, he's trying to, like I said, he's trying to squeeze some in where he can. But now he's down 10 workers. And of course, Cruel is on 1 base, but still, I mean, that's units Cruel can make. And he's floating actually a lot of money. I mean, if he decided to be silly and throw down like a Roach Mortar or something, he could do that. But right now, I think he just wants to continue making lings and banes until he feels safe enough to go take his natural base. And once he does that, he should have a nice little lead. But it's gonna be whether or not he actually wants to get that position in this game.
Yeah, it looks like he's just. I'm not sure if he doesn't realize just how few workers BeoMulf is sitting on, because you would assume that Beo would kind of sacrifice his army, sacrifice making more of his army to get that worker count back up, which he's not really doing until now.
Oh, the Bailey dance is happening out here in front. Actually, oh
wow, that was really good hits.
Decent trades, but actually Beo's just gonna tap out. Okay. Yeah, he had nothing left.